All right, bro. So, what is the reason why most men will never be successful? Is it just because they were born in the wrong country? Maybe they grew up poor. They just grew up in a broken home. Is it just because they were born too short? Maybe they're 5'5". Is it because they just didn't have the good looks? They just came out the wrong genetics. Maybe the wrong skin color. They just they didn't have the chance to go to college. What is it that keeps most men from becoming successful? And what I realized is it's none of that. The reality is those are all just limiting beliefs that hold you back from seeing the success that you want to have in life. Those are all just limiting beliefs. Yeah, they're real factors, and yeah, of course, it's going to affect you. It's gonna affect the journey that you're on in terms of making it easier, harder, or easier. But that's not what's actually going to keep you from success. What keeps most men from success today is literally just this one simple fact: most men are not even trying. That's literally it, bro. Just drop the mic right there, bro. Most guys are just not trying. They don't care. They don't give a shit. And when I say they're not trying, what I'm trying to tell you is, yeah, everybody wants to have a great physique. Everybody wants to be jacked, right? Everyone wants a six pack. Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to have a great relationship with a girl that they can trust and that they actually love. Every guy wants that, but not every guy desires that. You see, there's a big difference between wanting and desire. Desire is like that strong feeling within you, that burning desire that pushes you and literally like forces you forward to achieve these things. Wanting is basically just the same thing as wishing, right? It's wishy-washy bullshit. That's what it is. So most guys don't even try, and the reason they don't try is because they don't have the desire. When I say success, I'm not talking about just financial success, okay? We're not just one dimensional. Like, can we stop with all this one dimensional bullshit? Oh, we're just talking about financial, or bro, we're just talking. Bro, life does not exist in a fucking vacuum. Everything affects everything else. Your relationships affects how much money you can make. It affects your attitude. It affects your mental health. Your physique, the way that you look, massively affects every other area of your life. So I'm not just talking about one area here. I'm talking about your financial. I'm talking about your relationships. I'm talking about your mental, and I'm talking about your physical, like your physique and the way that you look and your health and everything. So you have to think about all those if you want to become the ultimate man. It's not just about becoming, really great in one area, but then sucking in all the other areas, because then life isn't even really worth living. It's like, yeah, okay, you have some success, but it's really not that great. So to become the ultimate man, we have to focus on all these areas. And most men, the reason why they don't have a desire to improve in all of these areas is simply because of one reason. And I truly believe this is the reason. And you're going to want to argue with me. Your brain's going to freak out when I tell you this, but it's the truth. And the reality is most guys don't have the desire because their desire is being squashed. Okay, it's literally being like hammered down and squashed and siphoned out and sucked away from them. Their motivation and their drive is being sucked away from them by all of the distractions of the modern world. You see, our ancestors never had these distractions, right? They never had to deal and try to fight against the distractions of the modern world. And when I say distractions, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the internet addictions. I'm talking about the substance addictions that we have to deal with. Guys smoking weed every day, drinking alcohol every single day, right? Every single weekend going out to the club and getting completely wasted. Spending 4 hours a day on video games, literally every single free second you have, jumping on Instagram or TikTok and scrolling through to get that little dopamine hit because you're like a little rat in a maze. Binge watching Netflix every single night because you have nothing better to do with your life. And guys wonder, why am I not successful? I don't really feel the motivation to go to the gym. I just don't have the motivation, bro. Yeah, you know why? You know why you don't have the motivation? Is because you spend all your time letting your energy being sucked out of you and your motivation sucked out of you and your drive sucked out of you by doing all these easier things. Why the fuck would your brain want to go to the gym when it could sit at home and watch Netflix? What? That makes literally no sense. Why would your brain want to go do something hard when it could do something easy? So the reality is most men are never going to actually see success because most men will never actually cultivate that desire within themselves because they aren't willing to sacrifice, right? They're not willing to make that sacrifice, to give up the things they know are holding them back in life. And you can argue with me, your brain's like, oh, bro, I just watch Netflix every night just to relax, or I just play like a few hours of video games every day just to relax and to hang out with my friends. And you can keep saying that, bro, but at the end of the day, it's the ultimate coping mechanism, right? It's ultimate cope Because what you're doing is you're just basically coping for what you don't have in life. You know you are not where you're supposed to be in life right now. You know you're not at the level that you could be. You know you're not at that ultimate man status yet where you've improved massively in every single area of your life. Because if you were, you wouldn't be watching this fucking video. You wouldn't be watching this video. Now the good thing is that there's still some hope for you, bro. There's still hope for you because of the fact that you even clicked on this video, right? The whole point of this video literally was what guys do, right? Like why most guys are not successful. And so in your mind, you're like, oh, I don't want to be one of those guys. I don't want to be unsuccessful. I want to be successful. So what is it? What is this thing, right? That's how I got you hooked into this video at the title. And so it's good because that shows that you actually have a drive. You actually have an interest in becoming the best version of yourself you can be and becoming that ultimate man. But I'm telling you right now, one of the biggest things holding us all back, us young guys in our generation from holding us all back, and if you're watching this video, this is holding you back too if you're doing this, is literally all those addictions. Because I don't even do those things, bro. Let me tell you this right now. I do not play video games because that shit it's so addicting to me, and I will just get going. I get all competitive and I'm like, yo, let's do this. I don't play video games every day because that would suck up about 2 hours of my night, right? I'm on NoFap. I don't watch porn every single day, okay? I don't do that shit because that's a complete waste of your masculine energy and completely fries your dopamine. I don't binge watch Netflix every night. I'm not scrolling on social media literally every second. I barely even watch YouTube anymore. And I still struggle to find the time to get everything done that I need to in the day. So imagine where you're at right now if you're one of these guys who is addicted. How the fuck are you supposed to get everything done you're supposed to do? How? It's not possible. And yeah, you can argue with me and say, oh, well, there's, I make I make good money and I still play video games. I'm rich and I still play video games. That's great, but that's one aspect of life. Have you maximized out the other areas? Because if you haven't, you could be using all that extra time on video games, watching Netflix, scrolling on social media to actually be maximizing those areas. This is not a channel. You know the ethos of my channel. This is not a channel just for the average guy who wants to literally sit around and just be average and just be mediocre and never reach his full potential in life. This is for men who want to actually live up to that ideal of the ultimate man, maximizing ourselves in every area of life. And so if that's you, then you have to understand these things are holding you back. And I know this because they held me back for fucking years, bro. For years, it held me back from being the guy that I could be, from going to the gym. I used to literally spend every single morning, the morning routine was to wake up and scroll on social media. Now I wake up, I get outside immediately, get sunshine, get inside, come in, take a cold shower, wake the hell up. Now I'm here making this YouTube video. My productivity has literally 10x'd since I gave these things up and went on a long-term dopamine detox. Because there's nothing else for you to do, and your brain literally just wants to do all these other things because you don't have anything else to do. There's no other option. So this is why most men will never be successful, because they don't even try. First of all, most guys don't even understand this concept about maximizing in every area of life. They just think that life is just, a roller coaster that you just get blown around in the wind and you just end up wherever. They aren't even fucking trying. How many guys do you see actively going to the gym, meditating, working on their mental health, trying to start some side of business or try to find some better career where they can make more impact in the world, working on their relationships and shit? Bro, dude, nobody is even trying this shit. So if you do this, where do you think you're going to end up 5 years from now compared to the guy who's literally just sitting watching Netflix all day? Where do you think you're going to end up? And if you're one of these guys right now who is addicted, I understand exactly where you are because I used to be you. And I'm telling you right now, if you do not find a way around this, if you do not change, nothing will change in your life. You will maintain and you will remain the same guy that you are now 5 years from now. And you'll be sitting there wondering, oh, why am I not successful? Why haven't I made any progress? I used to wonder so much always, why can't I achieve the goals I want to achieve? What's going on? And it's like, bro, 6 hours out of your day is being spent on social media, video games, porn, all this kind of shit. Of course, you're not going to be successful because you're coping. And what you're doing is you're making yourself think, hey, you know what? I don't need to go do anything. I have enough comfort and everything right here. Life is good enough. I can just cope with these things and I'll be fine. So of course you're not going to go out and actually change. So this is the biggest reason why most men will never become successful, is because they have the mindset of, first of all, not continuing to grow and actually push themselves in every area, but also one, that it is okay to be addicted to these things and continue to do these things that make you lazy and that really steal your desire for more. Because when you get these things out of your life, what happens is your desire increases for other things because there's not really much else to do and you get bored and shit and you're like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? And then instead of every single day playing 4 hours and working towards goals that someone else set for you in a video game, you set your own goals in the game of real life. So that instead of leveling up in the game, you start to level up in real life. And that becomes way more addicting. Why? Because it's an actual fulfilling thing to do. When you play video games, yeah, it's fun for a little bit, but when you get off, you know that your life hasn't really improved. Nothing has changed. You just wasted some more time. But when you actually chase your goals in real life, it does change because your life starts to literally alter and your reality starts to shift. So if you want to become a successful man, adopt this mindset. Adopt the mindset of trying is 100% necessary, and not only trying and wanting, but you also have to have that strong enough desire. And the way that you cultivate that desire to really push yourself forward in every aspect of life is to start eliminating all the distractions out of your life and to stop coping and to stop thinking that, oh, life is, my life is shit, but it's okay because I got video games or because I got social media. Because those are the things that are literally holding you back from making it so that you feel your situation enough and you really cultivate that strong enough desire to move forward and succeed. So like I said, if you want to be one of these guys who really is successful and pushes forward in every aspect of life, just understand that you need to adopt this mindset. It's really the mindset that is the key. And once you do this, everything will start to change, right? Instead of scrolling on social media for 3 hours in the morning when you wake up, you get to work. You get things done. You get the hardest things in your day completed. And that's when everything starts to change. So, bro, if you want help with this, obviously link in the description. If you want to level up your physique and your mindset, you don't want to do this alone. You want someone to help you hold you accountable. I got the coaching and community down there. Check it out. Otherwise, stay relentless and continue on your journey to become the ultimate man in every aspect of your life. And I'll see you next time.